you're never going to actually get confident, and you're never going to genuinely respect yourself because nobody else respects you. So it's like, so when I was younger, I didn't think Black people were allowed to be attractive. You would be surprised how much people genuinely just like aggressively like do not care. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about confidence and self-esteem and just, I think, my journey with it and everything that goes with it. On my opinion, this video is going to be very anecdotal and like what I've experienced and what I've observed. So yeah, that's what you're in for. With confidence, obviously, like I know somebody had that quote that's like, it's kind of all fake and nobody knows when you're faking or not. So it's like, ooh, it doesn't matter. Yes, to a certain degree, but I believe the foundation of confidence is self-respect. I think it goes like self-respect, self-worth, and then confidence. Confidence, I feel like, is the, I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you want to lose 10 pounds, there would be steps before you lose 10 pounds. You wouldn't just lose 10 pounds, if that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like confidence is like the 10 pounds lost, and self-respect and self-worth is like the discipline and learning how to eat and going to the gym, you know. With self-respect, if you're not raised on it, it's gonna be a little harder to grab onto. I was very much raised on like just that concept and more of like, you know, like your family name is significant and blah 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 and hold your head high, all that good stuff. So that wasn't ever really a big issue for me, and I never really noticed, I didn't really think it was an issue for anybody. Like I thought everybody was just doing the same thing. But clearly that's not true. But yeah, with self-respect, you have to hold yourself at a certain standard, and you can't allow people to treat you bad. I feel like that's the biggest part of self-respect that like a lot of people are missing, is like the, oh, I'm this, and I'm that. But like if people in your life are like treating you bad, talking down on you, treating you like you're just not worth it, then like you're never going to actually get confident, and you're never going to genuinely respect yourself because nobody else respects you. So it's like, number one is just boundaries. Like whether you feel like you're worth it or not, you just need to be like, this is how I need to be treated. I need to be treated like a human being. I need to be respected. And with that, you have to put boundaries in your relationships. And y'all know me, don't be afraid to cut people off. It's my favorite thing to do. It's definitely, yes, it's a challenge, and it's definitely gonna be something new. But as you do that, like what you experience affects how you perceive yourself. So as you set those boundaries and you do meet people that do treat you correctly, respect you, blah, 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 that'll be like kind of one step towards the goal, and that will kind of up your self-worth and self-respect. And with that also, you know, treat yourself well too. Like, yeah. It's like, I don't know, I feel like there's so much limbo talk, but I'm trying to get to a point. And one of the biggest things, especially for people my age, that I really do want to just like leave out there is that that's just my belief. Maybe there's research to back it up, but I'm just trying to find it. But I genuinely do not believe you're ever going to be confident if you're in toxic relationships, whether that's friendship wise or romantic wise. So yeah, like I said, the idea of confidence is not a quick fix, it's the end product. So foundation, refine your relationships, find people that treat you well, set boundaries, real. And then obviously aesthetically, like the way that I started out was like picking my favorite features and then focusing on them. So like if you really like your eyes, like every day when you get in the mirror, like look at your eyes, be like, hold on, be like, hold on. And also another big thing is like either edit your social media or just let social media go. I'm kind of leaning towards the second one, but in the beginning, like this is crazy, but basically I grew up in a PWI environment, so when I was younger I didn't really think like no, so when I was younger I didn't think Black people were allowed to be attractive. So generally, like my first step in confidence when I was younger was like I would follow Black models and like Black influencers, and I'd be like, hey, like I think this person is pretty, so maybe I can be pretty. But yeah, just a little thing, like maybe try to follow people that look like you instead of people that look so like just not like you at all. And Also, another thing that would really even up the ante is really just letting social media go, because like when I was on TikTok, like every 2 seconds they were coming up with something, like just a new insecurity. Like they were like, oh my goodness, like I have 2 nostrils, I can't believe, like they just, I don't know, I guess it's a good selling point, but social media is so big on like preying on your insecurities and maximizing stuff that like does not matter and that like literally nobody in the real world would notice. Like nobody's gonna stop you and be like, you don't have a temple, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, so social media, I just feel like it's a lot. So I am becoming more of a proponent of deleting it. But yeah, and also always like, it's not the one thing that's gonna cure all, but speak positively about yourself out loud, always. Always, always, always. Like, no matter how insecure you're feeling, no matter how unattractive you're feeling, like, I'm ugly should never come out of your mouth. I'm like, just speaking negatively about yourself out loud cannot happen, period. And like, I know mentally whatever you're gonna think it, but like, it's different when you hear it out loud and when you say it out loud and when you proclaim it over yourself. So there's that. Always speak positively about yourself. Real. And then the last one I think has to do with like more proactive steps that you can take. I feel like when you're like doing stuff you want to do, your confidence is like up. So like another thing for me that helped was like actually dressing how I wanted to dress, because I wanted to spice it up, but I was always like, no, like not me. But when I actually started dressing how I wanted to dress, I was like, oh. And I feel like the more you venture out and kind of like do things that you want to do and understand how much of like it's genuinely not a big deal, like it's your life, you can do whatever you want, there's also an added level of confidence that comes with that. Also, another one is be compassionate and be graceful to yourself. Like you can't be super snappy about all like any mistakes that you make. Like don't hold on to them too much. Hold on to the achievements, let go of the mistakes. Yeah, I feel like confidence, like genuine confidence, is really hard to achieve, and like it's a lot of just internal work and like external work. So yeah, my belief is there's no like easy way to confidence. Like I don't believe you can chant in the mirror 2 times, be like, I'm the best in the world, and you believe it. I feel like you have to make some serious changes in your life, and then you can finally like be more at peace with yourself and believe that you're, you know. And yeah, and my final little word, you know, when you've done all you can do, is like just always remember that like nobody cares. And that is the realistic, like seriously, like no, like nobody cares. And if somebody does care, that's useless. But generally, like if they do, that's useless. But in general, a lot of people do not care, and the general population does not care as much as you think. That's another thing with social media. I'm about to talk about it again, but like this idea that like every single person is zoned in on you and picking at everything and wondering, like, no, like everybody's living their own lives and everybody's stressed out and everybody's trying to deal with the economy and trying to make ends meet. Like people don't have time to look at you and be like, oh, her nose is crooked, oh, her lips aren't big. Like you would be surprised how much people genuinely just like aggressively like do not care. Yeah, those are my tips for confidence. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.